Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's edition of Profit in Your PJs. I am Anna Camp, and it is going to be a glorious week. It's Tuesday, and it is September 11th. And in honor of those families that were affected by 9/11 now, wow, over 20 years ago, I really I'm sending prayers, I'm sending love and a lot of warm thoughts their way. I know Facebook was already blowing up this morning with tributes to 9/11. So I did want to start that way and just have us all take a moment and really consider the lives of all of the people that were affected. I know being affected like that really never goes away. And I know losing loved ones is difficult. So just a big heartfelt hug for any of you who have had that kind of experience and all of those people from 9/11. So moving into this week, you guys, this is already the 11th. I can't believe we're already a third of the way through the month of September. Time goes fast. All the kids are back in school. I know a lot of you moms are excited about that and kind of relieved to have your household back in order again. But this is an exciting week for us. Lots of great things going on here in the world of Nerium. And so if this is your first time on the Zoom, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. We are absolutely thrilled to have you. You have made one of the best decisions in your life. We come together every single Tuesday to learn some tips, to be reminded of things that are happening in the world of Nerium. And also just to come together as a community. I saw a lot of you got in here early. Everybody was sort of talking to each other, finding out about the weather in their neck of the woods. We have people from all over the US and some from out of the country now, which is really exciting for us. This is being recorded. It will go up on my YouTube channel. That is Anna Camp. Just type in my name into YouTube in the search bar. You can find the entire back stock of all of these videos. Please subscribe, and that way you will get a notification just in case you miss one. You can go there, refresh yourself on any of the training that we've done in the past. There's lots of amazing training there. I was looking it over the other day and I thought, boy, I remember when I did that, and I remember when I did that training. So anyway, welcome on everybody. Glad to have you this morning. I'm going to get right into the content for today. Here is our wouldn't be the same without the morning graphic, Profit in Your PJs. And again, really excited to be part of helping everybody learn and grow here. First, we want to just start out with some quick announcements. Get Real 2019 is in Nashville. Who does not want to go to Nashville? If you've never been to the Gaylord, there's a picture of it here. It is a magnificent facility. It is really a city within a city. I've never quite seen anything like it. It was absolutely an engineering feat. When you get inside of here, it's absolutely beautiful. Parks and lakes, and yes, this is inside of the hotel. So a lot of fun. If you're not staying there, it's okay. Come on over to the Gaylord and join us with all the festivities there. But Get Real, put the date on your calendar, April 25th through the 27th. You're going to hear me talk about this every single week because the event is the event is the event. This is the big event for the year. Those of you that joined us in Vegas for our Get Real 2018, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, trust me when I tell you this is a must-attend event. If you really want to build and grow your business, you want to be there. You want to be with the leaders. You want to get to know people who are in this business, who can help you. You want to be connected into Get Real. There's nothing that can give you what you'll get there. You can't see it on a video. You can't get it by reading somebody else's notes. You can't hear about it from someone. The actual event is a must-do. Please get your ticket to Get Real now so that you will have it and you will be ready to go in April. Also, this is our Bahamas trip. I put some pictures up.
We don't see the slide
to the Bahamas last night, and some of you are probably thinking, "What the heck is up with the pigs?" Well, I saw this picture and I had to find out about this. And this is actually,
We don't see the slide, Donna.
it's one of the islands in the Bahamas. It's about 82 miles southeast of Nassau, but it's an uninhabited island, and I just have a thing for pigs. So whether it be swimming with the stingrays or taking that underwater little sub there that you see, the personalized sub, or seeing the pigs.
Anna,
I know
we can't see anything.
you can't. Okay, hold on. Thank you. Well, let's try that silly screen share again. Hold on. Well, that's interesting. Let me just go back so you can see the Gaylord. Can you guys see now? Thank you. Okay, awesome. I see Linda nodding. Okay, this is the inside of the Gaylord. So thanks guys for letting me know that. I thought I had the screen share on. Just downloaded the new Zoom, so making sure everything works okay. Okay, so inside the Gaylord, beautiful hotel. I just wanted to go back and show you this picture in case you have never been there, but get your ticket to Nashville. So these are some of the images that I saw from the Bahamas. You know, we are all running for Destination Success in the Bahamas. And I just wanted to share this with you because I had really a good time last night doing some research. So whether you're the kind of person that wants to snorkel and get some pictures of yourself with the stingrays, maybe you want to get in a miniature underwater personalized sub, or you want to take some pictures with the pigs here on Big Major K. As I was saying, this island is amazing. There are over 365 islands in Exuma, which is a district of the Bahamas, and these are really crazy, amazing things that you can do while being there. But I was just looking at these, sort of dreaming myself and thinking about what I wanted to do when I get on that trip. So we all know that we're running for this trip. We get trip volumes for the personal activity that we're doing. We also get trip volume for when we do today volume and somebody, for example, continues to auto ship every month, we get the volume for that again. So just like a lot of what we do in our business, we get, for that one-time effort, we continue to get volume for that. We continue to get paid for that month after month. So this contest, as you know, ends at the end of December. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of dream building this morning. Just wanted to show you these pictures. They're pictures that I have up. I actually printed this picture and it's up on my vision board, and it talks a little bit about that island, Major K. I'm hoping to get there. Also, just want to make sure you guys know, front and center, there is extra money in the compensation plan right now for these activities. So you want to try to get at least 9 preferred customers, existing preferred customers in your business. A lot of you have way more than that. Some of you are still working toward the 9, but put that as a target in your mind. Have that as a goal. It is $100 monthly bonus that you will get for that. And of course, the Power Pack bonuses. These are bonuses on top of the existing commission. So when you sign somebody up at the $500, $750, or $1,000 level, you can see here, you can earn an extra $50, an extra $75, or an extra $100 on top of the commission that you would earn at whatever level you're at. So these are great bonuses. A lot of you guys I see running for that. Every 5th brand partner that you bring into the business, you also get an extra $125 bonus there as well. So this really helps give us incentives for recruiting and getting more people into our business, right? I say this all the time, that power bonus, really, the power bonus for the PCs, for the 9 customers, really drives the foundation. It drives the stability of your business. That Power 5 bonus and the pack bonuses really help to drive the growth of your business, because it's as we bring in more brand partners that we begin to grow our business. Each brand partner statistically brings in about 6 customers. So this will also actually grow that customer base as well. So we are also in the middle of Destination Success, coloring our way to Nassau. I've been looking at all of your amazing artwork on this page. If you have any new brand partners, just a reminder, please go to Destination Success, add them to the page, let them know that they can print off this coloring sheet and color it. So this is a kind of a fun way to keep you going. And these items were, number one, be registered for Get Rail. If you're registered, that's an easy one. Go ahead and color in that big fish. Just so you guys know, that's 10 texts per week. That is, there's 4 strands of seaweed there. So as you each week is a strand. So you want to try to get at least 10 texts out per week. Go back and watch the 100 text challenge on my YouTube channel, and that will really help you understand what those 10 texts per week are all about. So you can read here, you guys are seeing for yourself, you know what to do, but this is a lot of fun coloring in as you go. So it's fun to have these goals, and then once you do that, you want to post up your progress. And we are giving away a weekly prize to the most creative post. So as you color, please post. We want to see your artwork. And a winner every week is chosen. And the winner this week is Linda Jimenez. So Linda, congratulations. You get the prize this week for your fabulous post. As you can see here, she was very creative in the way that she posted. So you can see here, it's a lot of fun. So take time, guys, post it up there. We want to see your artwork. And make sure that you get all the people on your team active in this as well. We're having a lot of fun. You can see some great posts there. Also, I want to bring this to everybody's attention. October 1st through the 5th is Customer Service Week. So please take a minute, write a thank you note, write a little letter, get creative about this, and send your letters into the corporate office thanking our customer service. Guys, they work really hard, and if you think about it, when we get frustrated and we call in there and we have something that's bugging us or on our mind, imagine if you were on the other end of that phone line and all you did all day was listen to people who are upset about their problems. Not a job that I would want. So I'm asking you, when you call in, be fabulous, be caring. I know sometimes we call in frustrated, but don't take our frustration out on customer service. These people work really, really hard. I've met a lot of them personally, and they're just amazing people. And honestly, we couldn't do our job without them. So please send your letters in. I'll be reminding us on this weekly, because I think it's super important. Let's just bombard them with lots of fan mail. So you see the address there. Send it to Miriam, care of Sarah Tripp, and there's the address below. Hopefully you've had a chance to take a picture of that or write that down in your notes. And so I want to get into a little bit of training for today. And we have a lot of tools in our back office, and our tools are incredibly valuable. And one of the things I think that's hardest for us when we get started in this business is to learn how to stop talking so much. I know personally it was hard for me. I just wanted to talk. I wanted to learn everything first. I wanted to make sure I was really good at it, and I wanted to go out and talk. And I think the reason that this is hard is because if we're in a regular business, whatever, we all start this business with another business, right? Because most of us start this in our spare time, in our part-time, around our busy lives, around our other job. And in our regular job, we are the expert, right? Just like I say, if I actually was a real estate agent years ago, and if I was showing a husband and a wife how to, a home, and the woman said to me, how many square feet is this? And I said, oh my gosh, I don't really know. Hang on while I get my sponsor on the phone. We would lose credibility, right? We would not have the credibility that we would have if we explained it and we were the expert. And I think that's why psychologically it's so hard to use something that's not us talking, because we want to sound like we know what we're doing. But psychologically, guys, one of the most important things about this is that subconsciously, the person that you talk to, you want them to be thinking, oh my goodness, I could do that. Oh my gosh, I could show pictures. Oh my goodness, I could send a video. Wow, that's a great video. And it gets them starting to think about the people that they could talk to, but they could talk to them just by sending a video. They could show them pictures in a magazine. And people, you guys, one of the biggest things that I can tell you is that from the first time you approach somebody and the first time you open your mouth and you say anything like, hey, what kind of skincare products are you using? Whatever it is that you do with someone, you are teaching them to do the very same thing to their someday prospect. Because many of the people that you approach, maybe they only become a customer, but however you approach them gets them thinking either, so don't want to be that girl. I so don't want to be that guy. There is no way. Or they're thinking, oh, I could do that. Or it's a lovely, fabulous experience. And they're not thinking about what you're telling them, but they are subconsciously feeling, and it's resonating inside their subconscious. So that's why we say a lot of times, don't do things that are not duplicatable, or actually the real word is duplicable. I was corrected on that recently. And so when we talk to somebody, we're taking them through the process. So the tear sheets, let me tell you how to find them. You could put them in your notes if you don't already know, but you're going to log into your back office. You're going to go to your business tab. The drop-down box will take you to the leader dashboard. So my business, leader dashboard. Once you get on your leader dashboard, the tab's on the top. You want to go to resources. You click on resources. And the first tab there is marketing center. And once you get to the marketing center, if you look down the left column, you will see, if you scroll down, you will see prospecting. So if you click on prospecting, it will open up and you scroll down, it's about the third item down, and it says opportunity tear sheet. So short for opportunity, tear sheet. These tear sheets are really great. Grab one, guys, print it out, look at it, become very familiar with it. But this is not for you to rattle off. This is actually for you to set down on the table at Starbucks in front of your prospect, turn it around toward them, and you're going to go through these items. So you're using this as a tool to talk through closing somebody on joining the business. Now, there's a lot that goes on before this because we're absolutely number one. So really the steps in getting to this point are the wheel that we see, right? We've seen the wheel before. I don't have it up here today, but the wheel is really showing us the steps and the process of bringing a brand partner on board. And the first thing we do is pique interest. So we may pique interest, right, by just saying, oh my gosh, what kind of skincare are you using? We might pique interest. Actually, that's one of the 5 power questions. So we might say the power questions are, for example, what kind of skincare? I might say, hey, Karen, what kind of skincare products are you using? And they might say, well, gosh, Oil of Olay. Wow, really? Number 2 question, how long have you been using that? Number 3, is it, how do you feel like that's working for you? Sometimes they'll say, well, I don't even know, I'm not even sure. And then you're going to ask them, what do you think your number 1 skin challenge is? And the 5th question is, if I could give you something to try for free, would you be willing to try it for that challenge that you have? So that's a way to pique somebody's interest and move them through the process. When we pique somebody's interest, the number 1 tool we all should be using is pictures, right? Number 1 tool. Someone will say, what do you do? And I say, well, oh my gosh, I'm in the anti-aging business. And I just smile and they look for a minute and they're thinking, well, is she an esthetician, a dermatologist, right? What does she do, right? Does she work at the Chanel counter at Nordstrom? What does she do? And they're thinking about it and they usually say, well, what do you mean you're in the anti-aging business? And I say, way easier to show you than tell you. And then of course, I'm going to use pictures. I'm going to show them rather than explaining. And then we're going to maybe take them to the next step, which might be the next tool. So the next tool might be giving them a sample, right? Our brand new samples are amazing. Being able to give them a skincare sample, being able to open one up right there on the spot and show them, look, here's the night cream, the day cream, the cleanser, and the eye serum. Love you to try it. If I gave it to you, here's an important question. If I would you? Write that down. Would you? If I were to give you this product to try, would you try it? Would you try it? And would you see what you think about it? Yes. If the answer is yes, then they can try it. Guys, sometimes we get all excited and we practically throw our products at them, but we haven't built the value by showing pictures first and getting them excited and getting them to take ownership and then getting them to be grateful that we gave them a sample, so grateful that they're actually going to try it, right? Because sometimes we get more excited than they are. So slow down, pique interest with some questions, show pictures to pique more interest, build value by making them feel excited and asking them, if I were to give you this, would you try it, right? If maybe they had some questions and we sent a video, if I said, listen, it's much easier for me to send you a 1.5-minute video to answer that question. If I sent you a video, would you look at it? It's just 1.5 minutes. Would you take 1.5 minutes to look at it, right? Qualify them, make sure that they are going to look at it. So we're getting all the way through the process here. This is really the end part of the process. So you're going to follow up on the video. You're going to follow up on the products. You're going to get your, if you gave them a bottle of night cream, you want to get that back. I know some people, Patrick Tugwell gave us a great training on something he's been using. He actually is giving a full-size advanced skincare set now this is only to people you know and you trust and that you know can afford it, okay? Real important. But he has a beautiful bag and he actually puts these 5 products in it, folds up how to use the eye serum, folds up the moisturization skincare tips flyer, moisturization, I hope you're writing these down, skincare tips, so that it tells how to use the Age IQ night cream and the eye serum sheet that shows how to use the eye serum and what to expect there, puts them inside there, and then gives them to a friend, lets them take the whole skincare set for a week and then gets it back. And it's actually an amazing way to build the business with a customer that buys a lot of products, because most people who try that, who can afford it, remember, it's got to be somebody you know, because you have to get it back. That's an expensive bag, but it is a way, right? It is a way, a tool. So talking about tools, when the follow-up part, right, is one of the biggest parts of all, because if you don't follow up and you leave your product out there, or you leave that video in hyperspace and you never say, hey, how was the video? Or you didn't send it through Go Prospect and you're not seeing when they watch it, that's a problem, right? You want to make sure that you follow up, because if you don't follow up, you can never get to this point right here. So, maybe you piqued some interest at Starbucks and you had a cup of coffee, and maybe you showed some pictures, and maybe you heard the person say something about how they're unhappy with their job, and maybe they're, gosh, I can't wait to get out of this job. I just don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe as you're asking questions and you're caring about them and you're learning about them, maybe you find out that they're actually looking for something and they want to pay off some debt. Now you have an opportunity to speak to that. Now you have an opportunity to say, you know what, I don't know if it's for you or not, but I recently found a way where, I don't want to stand behind the chair and do hair for the rest of my life. My hands are getting tired. I'm getting arthritis. I don't want to have to show up every single day to a job and answer to a boss, and maybe you can use your story, because it's the stories that tell. Like I might say to somebody, you know what? I totally understand how you feel. Feel, felt, found. 3 words. Feel, felt, found. I totally felt just like that. But what I found was doing the same thing over and over was never going to get me what I wanted, right? I feel like you felt, and what I found was this. And so I felt the same way. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. What I found was doing the same thing. And I'm so excited because I actually found a plan B. And I don't know if it's for you or not, but I would love, you've seen the pictures, this is a massive industry. And so you would be able to take one of these sheets, set it down in front of them, and you would be able to go through it. And what I love so much about this, guys, is it's a roadmap for you. You don't have to be a genius. As a matter of fact, we don't want you to. We want you to use the tools because then they're thinking, I can do that. You can turn this around and face it toward them. And you have a chance here now to go through what I call some of the major pillars of the strength of this business. So not only are you using this to talk about the strength of Nerium, who we are as a business, but that we're in good hands with amazing leadership, right? That we have a track record, right? This isn't just some little startup company fly by night, here today, gone tomorrow, but something that they could really invest their time in. So we're going to be going through, talking about Jeff Olson, who he is. Guys, you know what? He's a dynamo in this industry. He's a titan in this industry. Do a minute, do a little research on Jeff Olson. He is an amazing man. He's a best-selling author of the book, The Slight Edge. He's taken companies to half a $500 million and further, right? Look at where he's taken us, right? 1.5 billion in cumulative sales. That's no joke, guys. That is a big deal. And so you can talk about how in 2015 we were ranked #1 in the Inc. 500, in the top 500 privately held companies. So we've you can say, gosh, have you ever worked? I don't know about your boss, but was his philosophy ever about making you better? Well, Jeff Olson's philosophy is about making people better. So you're using this sheet, guys, to tell a story. So don't go through fact, but get good practice at using this to tell the story of Nerium. I don't know about, where you're working now, but the hair salon I'm working in, has never earned 67 prestigious industry awards, right? In only 7 years, 67 prestigious awards, guys, it's a big deal. If you haven't watched the video that shows all of our accolades in all of the magazines, it's an older video now. It's actually 2 years old, but it's a big deal. It's a 2016 promo video, I think it's called. Watch it. It's really short. It's definitely something that you can see and be proud of, right? This next section, the green section on this flyer, is a big deal. We are in the right space, guys. Our industry is growing at a massive rate. Who does not want to be more beautiful? Guys, in a down economy, there's only 3 industries that have never gone down in a down economy. Smoking, tobacco, alcohol, drinking, and the third one is beauty. But if you're smoking and you're drinking, you need beauty, okay? So it's a win-win right there. So we are in the right space, right? The skincare industry, the anti-aging skincare industry is projected to grow 33% through 2021. Major upside, up and to the right. The wellness space is projected to grow 32% in global sales of vitamins and dietary supplements through 2021. Guys, big deal. This next one, the 40% of Americans will join will look for some kind of freelance income. I say, this is how I tell that story. I say, you know what? I was reading a publication recently. It was called The You Economy. And this publication was talking all about you and how you, meaning all of us, we don't want to be, working in a cubicle. We don't want to be working 8 to 5. We don't want to sit in traffic. We want freedom. We want a different lifestyle. We want to like what we're doing. We want to have the freedom to really.
No, we're not going to the doctor's.
Excuse me while I mute out. We want the freedom to be able to to work in an environment that we love, right? And we want to be able to work around our life, not work our life around our job. And so what was amazing, I say what I read was, right? I tell it in a story form. What I read was that 40% of Americans will have some kind of side gig by the year 2020. That's a big number. People right now are looking for a solution, and we have the solution. I talk about the Heart of Miriam, about how we've raised in 7 years more than $5 million. Listen, we've surpassed Nike and Bank of America in terms of how much we've given as a company, and a lot of us are bigs to littles. We actually dedicate our time, not only our financial resources, but our time as well. And so I talk about big brothers, big sisters. I talk about how we're leading the happiness movement. You know, I talk about all of these things and about our international Ripple Foundation. And so then you're able, now you've set the stage, who we are, where we've come, what we've done, right? And the fact that 40% of households are going to be looking for this. So subconsciously, you're telling your person, you're going to be looking for something, because almost half of Americans are going to be looking for something. But you're planting the seed and you're doing it in a story form. Okay. Now the backside, you're able to say, listen, if you were to do something like this with me, let me just kind of show you how easy this is. Because sometimes people who need something don't have the money. And when people think about spending $500 or more, they're thinking about throwing the money away. Because how many of us who've had children have bought a very expensive baby crib only to give it away, right? Not that that wasn't a valuable, important item. We needed that baby crib. But many of us have bought things that we just give away, throw away, sell for 50 cents on the dollar. And we consider this as money we're throwing away. No, this is seed money that you're going to plant and grow. And this is how we're going to help you get that money back right away. Okay, so because this is an important element, because you want to show people how to get their money back. What's your return on investment? What's your ROI? People want to know in any business. Right? And sometimes when I talk about this, I say, it's only $500, $500, $750, or $1,000 to get started. Most people, I use those words a lot, most people, write that down, get started with the biggest pack because they know. I don't say the $1,000 pack. I just say the biggest pack. Don't throw out there and scare them with the numbers. Okay? I just say most people get started with the biggest pack because they know that it gives them the biggest, best chance at success. The biggest pack gives them the biggest, best chance at success because they have more product to share. So as I'm doing this, I actually I start with the bottom because I'm going to say, this is how you would get started. And then I go back to the top and I say, listen, super simple. Let me show you how to earn your money back quickly and then how to get yourself into profit. Most people can do this very quickly. So step one is I'm going to help you go out there and I'm going to help you get 3 people like you, just like I did with you. Remember how I shared some pictures with you? And then remember how I asked you some questions that got you thinking? And you remember how I gave you some samples to try? Well, I'm going to do that with you. I'm going to help you go out and do that with a couple of your people. And I'm going to help you do this. I'm going to help you get your first 3 brand partners. Each time you bring in a brand partner, you're going to make $100. And you'll get your second one and your third one, and you'll make $300 there. And then if you were to go and if I was to be able to help you get 2 more, looking to the right in step 1, then you would actually get another $200 there. So if you did that in your first 30 days, which is totally possible, you could earn an additional $150. If you get your first 3 brand partners in your first 30 days, you could earn an extra $150. And that's the Fast Start qualifying bonus. It's the money you earn when you do it quickly. Now, if you don't do it quickly, there's no penalty. Nobody fires you. This is just how you can do it. If you want to go fast, I'm here to help you do that. And then when you add your next 2 brand partners and you get a total of 5, you get another $125 bonus. So guys, if you look to the right-hand side, it actually adds those up for you. Now, you guys have probably gone ahead of me. You've probably seen how the numbers work, but I'm going through this slowly because I'm trying to illustrate how I do it in a story, because you don't want to just go bam, 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 bam. Okay. People relate to stories. Facts, tell stories, sell, talk about your own story and use it in there. I wanted to go fast. I really needed the money. I really didn't have the $1,000 that I spent personally. That was my personal story. I was in a lot of credit card debt. I wanted to go fast. I wanted to prove that this worked. And then step 2, you know, go ahead and get 3. We want to help you get 3 preferred customers, because sometimes the people that you talk to about the business, they really just want to try the products. We love either one. No problem. Let's help you get your first 3 customers. When you get your first 3 customers, you become 3-year free qualified. And what that means is you can earn your products for free, right? And so I also show them, if you get up to 9 customers and you maintain those 9 customers monthly, then you also get another $100 bonus. You can actually become a director in your first 60 days. And at this point, I don't go, this is how you do it, and it's 4,500 in volume, you got to have this, and this is all structure. I don't do any of that. I just say, listen, in your first 60 days, you can pick up another $350 on top of all of the other commission. Because when I'm talking about helping them get 3-year free qualified, you guys might have noticed, or you might not have noticed, this doesn't include the commission that they would get for the customers themselves. This just shows how you're helping them get their product for free. So let's say someone came in at 500 and you really went to work with them and you really helped them and you really got them going, and they came in at 500 and they earned in their first 60 days $1,500. They made $1,000. Do you think that $1,000 would be helpful for them? Now, the biggest thing I want to tell you about this is everything in this business takes practice. Every single thing. So that's why this is here. Go in your back office, print that out. It's 2-sided. If your printer will print 2 sides, great. If it won't, print the front, print the back, and just look at it. You know, grab a cup of coffee in the mornings, look at it, learn it, you know, get to know it, get familiar with it, and then take it out and practice. It's okay to sit down with a friend at Starbucks and say, hey, actually, this is a great way to prospect somebody. Hey, I wonder if you could help me. I got a new tear sheet for my side project, my side gig. I got a little project on the side that I'm working on. I'm really excited about it, and I need to practice this on somebody. Could you sit down with me and let me just practice on you? Okay. What's fun about that is everybody wants to help you. Everybody will let you practice on them because they want to help you. But in the process, you're actually accidentally prospecting them. Only they don't know it. And that's why practice is so fun. You can use practice for 3-way calls too. Let me just read these really quickly before I wrap up. The first one, I found a book entitled How to Be a Success at Anything. It only had a single page. Inside was just one word. Was just one word. And it was all it was the word practice. A single page inside a book entitled How to Be Successful at Anything, right? Practice, 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 practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. You don't practice until you get it right. Practice until you cannot get it wrong. And actually, I know there's a lot of you on this call that are leaders. I know you've been doing this for a long time, and some of you feel like that. That feeling of going out, being able to conquer the world, being able to sit down with anyone, and you feel like no matter what you say, you can't get it wrong, and you just go for it. And that's when the magic happens. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is practice. This is actually Andre Agassi. If you don't practice, you don't deserve to win. So how many of you guys want to win? I know you do. I know I do. And this has actually gone a little bit long this morning. I hope that it has helped you guys. And I hope that this is really, giving you guys some good nuggets. And really, most of all, just in closing, guys, you have to practice. And if instead of being so tied to the outcome, they got to sign up, they got to get a customer, I got to get the credit card. If instead you considered it practice and you went out there and you just enjoyed people and you cared about them and you asked all those great questions and you found out what they needed in their life, maybe they just needed some great skincare, maybe they just needed some wellness products, maybe their memory's failing a little bit and they need some EHT, whatever it is, just know that we have the solution. The highest paid people in the world are solution oriented, and we are providing solutions for people every single day. Nobody wants to die ugly, dumb, or broke. So it's just a matter of which one do you want? And you can't find that out without asking the question. So you guys, thank you so much for participating today. This was super fun. And I just love you guys to pieces. Go out there, grab some of those bonuses. I hope this training helped you. Get that tear sheet, print it out, just glance at it from time to time. Go
for the long.
it's an amazing company that you guys are part of. And go out and make it a great deal. We'll see you next week, Tuesday on Profit in PJs. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you
Thanks so much, Anna.
Thank
That
you,
was
Anna.
totally fabulous. Thank you, Anna.
Blessed day.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Anna.